Adam here from BoatByNJ.com. Today we got a 2004 Formula 330 SS, which is the Sunsport. Beautiful model boat. Comes equipped with 375 horsepower, 8.1 liter fuel injected motors. This boat has never been in salt water. Come over here, we'll check out the back and we'll show you more about the boat.
Shut it off.
Here we are on the transom of the Formula 330 SS. On the back here you have equipped the shower, which is really nice. It has cold and hot water right here. So you can, after a long day of being in the salt water or wherever you are, you can rinse yourself off. It's got shore power hookup right here, which comes right here on the side of the boat. It's also got a hookup for phone as well as internet and cable hookup. If you were looking for, it has a waste pump, so you can pump out the waste, as well as a freshwater hookup here, so you don't have to constantly use your tank. If you notice over here, you have a nice swim ladder, which will fold over, so if you have any passengers that want to get on for easy access onto the boat. And we'll show you some more features on this boat in just a minute. Here we are in the main cockpit area of the boat. We have plenty of room for all your passengers. Beautiful wraparound seating all along here. You have plenty of storage for all your gear, whether it's life jackets, skis, anything that you're bringing with you underneath the seats. You have plenty of storage as well as underneath the deck here. You have plenty of room to put either water skis or ropes or any type of poles. Right here you have a beautiful dinette type area where you can keep either you can keep your cold goods here, as well as there's a built-in sink, which obviously works right here, and you have hot and cold water in both. And along here we have some more seating, as well as some more storage area. And then we'll show you the main crew control in just a minute. Here we are at the helm of the boat. This is where the main controls are, obviously, where the captain would be operating the vessel. I'm going to show you real quick the motors, how they start up, and how the engine hatch opens. And then we'll come back and I'll show you how all these SmartCraft gauges work. Right now, when you want to lift up the engine compartment, you just hit this engine hatch button here, and you just hold it down, and as you can see, the motor compartment opens up, and you have nice easy access to both motors, which you can see there are 496 mags. They're each 375 horsepower. They're fuel injected. They're freshwater cooled, which is great if you're running in salt water. These motors will never touch the water. I'm going to go ahead and start the motors right now. I'm going to start with the port motor here. Right up, and I'm going to put the starboard motor on. And there we go. There's both motors running, freshwater cooled. 375 horsepower each. It's got 750 horsepower running in this boat. Here we are at the main helm of this 2004 Formula 330 SS. Right here you have GPS, navigation, you have your depth finder, all of your gauges including fuel, your temperature. We'll go through all these SmartCraft gauges, which are incredible, in a minute. You have your forward reverse shifters as well as your accelerators. Then down here you have, right on the right side of the wheel, all your switches for your court lights, your nav anchor lights, your bilge pump, your blowers, your depth finder. Open up the engine hatch. Also here's the horn, and there are your key switches right below there. So we're going to go ahead and turn on both the motors for you and show you these SmartCraft gauges real quick. These are unbelievable, these Mercury SmartCraft gauges. They give you everything digitally and analog that you would need. Starting right here, we're going to start with the fuel gauge. I'm just going to go through some of the features. There's so many, and you can even add to this. It'll tell you your trip time. It'll tell you your how fast you're going digitally. It'll tell you your fuel used. It'll tell you how much fuel is left. So currently it's 31 gallons left, which corresponds with your analog meter over here. You could sync both motors together. It'll automatically sync them together once the boat's all warmed up. It'll tell you your trim to make sure your trim is up and down. When you come over here to this gauge, it'll tell you what your voltage is. which right now obviously is a little bit lower because we're just in the idle position. It'll tell you the trim for each motor, how much fuel is used. It'll tell you your oil pressure, your water temperature. Here's your oil. It'll tell you your oil pressure, your water pressure. It's all digital. It tells you the hours. There you can see it has 169 hours on the boat. These gauges are absolutely incredible. They have a lot of information that are on them, and they sync according to how you're operating the boat. So as you use the boat more, and you're up on plane, it'll tell you accurately how much fuel you have, what your range is. Here you see the depth finders working, your fuel gauge, and right here's the starboard motor, which shows the voltage as well as all the other features that we went through before, including the engine temperature, the oil pressure, the the voltage, how many, it tells you everything on these gauges. Here we are traveling through the main cockpit here. We're going to check out downstairs. I'm going to go over some of the electrical systems on the boat real quick. We're going to get into more of the features inside the cabin, but you get a brief view of it real quick. So in here, you have a panel which all of your electrical systems will operate off of right here. So you have 12-volt DC system as well as 120-volt, which is your shore power. Now at either point, you can either turn on the generator if you're not plugged in, and you can operate anything with either on shore power or on the generator, including the battery chargers, the refrigerator, the cabin outlets, the water heater, the air conditioning, all of your fresh water pumps, your waste system. Everything is controlled through here. I'm going to go ahead and show you just how to start the generator. All you do is you flip the button right here, and it'll fire right up. And it's a little loud right now just because I have the engine compartment open, but once the engine compartment's closed, you don't even hear this thing. And right here you have the generator running here, back in the motor compartment. You have your battery chargers back here in case you want to charge your batteries at shore power. There's your generator. Another look at the motors. Here we are inside the main cabin. We're going to go over some of the features inside here. Obviously you have a V-berth so you can sleep here at night. Right now you have the air conditioning here, which is all digitally controlled. It has reverse cycle heat. Right now it's set to 70. We just turned it on. And you got ice cold air blowing out here. You have your phone jack. You have some electric outlets as far as 120. You also have 12-volt electric. Nice stainless steel cup holders. Right here we got the television. Obviously we don't have cable plugged in, but it does have component in. It's got it's an HD TV. You got DVD you can play too. There's nothing in there right now. As you move over here, you have a couple more outlets here. Obviously your 12-volt, 120. Right over here was that main electrical box which I was showing you, which has all the controls for whether you're shore power or whether you're running 12-volt electric. In here is your refrigerator as well. Nice blown ice cold, which obviously will work off the generator or your 120-volt electric. And down here you have your microwave, which obviously you can, if you're out all day, you can make, you want to stay in here, you want to make popcorn, whatever you want to make. You have full-blown microwave in here. Plenty of storage in these cabinets as well. We got some covers in here. You have lots of storage in here. Now as we move over here, this is your main full head. It's got everything in here. You got hot water, sink, cold water. Right here I can turn on the sink. Hot water comes right out, cold water, as well as your toilet. You have your lights right here, as well as your fan. And if I go ahead and flush the toilet, you'll see everything works correctly. There it goes. And that's your bathroom right there.